There we go. Now it's actually working. YouTube takes a while sometimes. Not as good as Twitch, but you know, sometimes it's better to have everything in one place. Now I just have to remember what I was actually going to work on. Oh, I remember what I was going to work on. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. I should probably give you the right character. 1 second. There we go. Well, yeah, I'm either gonna build a nicer room as an example room, or I'm gonna make it so when you play the piano, your character's arms actually move towards the keys. At least that's the plan. How well that will actually work, I do not know. Like, I don't know how easy it's going to be to make it look decent doing that, especially with R6. But with R15, it would be much more complicated. So for now, I'm just going to try doing it with R6. But yeah, the basic idea is whenever you play a key, it will figure out which arm, and then it will move the arm to the key. That's the basic plan. It shouldn't be that complicated. In theory. I've also never even thought about how I'm actually going to implement it yet, so we'll see. So if I just make a module for the where is my they changed the icons back, and it's confusing me because I was just getting used to the new icons. Let's make a copy of the synth module and call it. I don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. I don't need that, and I don't need that. I just have to remember, like, right now I do the piano animator code, so I should probably trigger it in there. Okay. If I go in. Yeah. Actually, no, I have a better idea if I trigger it from. Not from in there. From in here. And then when I do this. Yeah, I think that should be. I think that's all I need. Okay, so now all I have to do is make it so it detects the. Oh, wait, hang on. You also need Player ID. They're not that confusing once you know how to script. Plus, everything's like kept in separate modules, so it's reasonably organized. Also, this isn't going to be just a like scripting stream. Like, I'm only doing this to animate stuff quickly. So we need to know if the piano has a. So the question is, how do I determine like which arm goes to the key? I could just make it so if you're playing any of these keys, the left arm does it, and then if these keys, the right arm does it. But that doesn't seem quite like the best solution. Um, Although I think for now that will do the job. So if we uh okay, so we need to find the note we're looking for. Be I mean, in theory, what I was currently thinking of doing is making it so it detects which arm is involves like the least movement. So if the arm's already nearby, it doesn't use the other arm. Get what I mean? But I don't know how well that'll work and how good it will look. So for now, I'm just gonna make it so that one arm moves towards the note because like that's a good place to start, don't you think? Um, yeah, again for now let me just make it so it points at a key and then I'll go from there. The other problem is like future pianos aren't necessarily going to be structured the same, but I think I can make it work. What's the halfway point in this piano? Uh, so sake of argument, let's say 27 is the middle point. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make the arm move forward a bit, but I obviously can't make it lean to the left because then it won't be able to. I don't know, because in theory, if it was as simple as only stuff real people could play, it would be fine. But anyone playing keyboard has a bigger range than anyone playing on an actual piano. And anyone using MIDI files has an unlimited, like they could be playing every note at once, as an example. So I'm also going to need some type of cooldown to make it ignore impossible things to play. And there's also like no point in it like spazzing out between like 5 different keys. It's already got 88 key support for MIDIs. And it's also already got its own MIDI software that's way better than the boring MIDI to QWERTY stuff, because I made it myself. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. What was I doing? Okay, so for the sake of left arm, let's say... it's a bloody... in the arm, yeah. Uh... That's -1, -1.5. I will show you a brief look at the MIDI software in a minute. Well, I say next time I'm testing something in game, I'll briefly show you the MIDI software. That is very lazy code. I'm very curious if it will work. Let's try this. So what are the bets? Will my very lazy code not necessarily work first try, but do something interesting first try? There's no way this is going to work first try. So come on, what are the bets? Will it completely not work first try, or will it like do something interesting? Well, that doesn't seem promising. Okay. It did not work first try. Is that because the code is never getting called? Um... No, it's not actually in a seat. It's an entirely fake character. It's just anchored and looking at it. It shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, what I've just done for people who don't know how scripting works, it's like I basically added a print at every single stage where it does stuff, and based on what it prints, I'll know whether this code even runs. That's the basic plan anyway. Also, I don't know if I'm going to keep the animated me in the side of my screen. Sorry, like in the side of my stream, because it's not in sync to be talking. See you, wizard. And that is what a debugger is for. Roblox doesn't have a debugger. Well, okay, Roblox sort of has a debugger, but it doesn't work in game, and because this game uses place teleporting, I can't test it in studio. Because Roblox. Okay, so the code is never making it to the code. So something is wrong with the. Oh, I forgot to change my OBS over. Whoops. Like this code is never getting triggered. So that means the issue is in the piano module. Um. Where's the key down? Oh, I found the problem. Okay, can anyone see the problem looking at these two lines of code? Because I can see the problem looking at those two lines of code. So for piano animator, it animates down the key, and for this module, it animates up the key when it should be animating down the key. Yeah, the problem with having place teleport games is testing anything takes ages. Ooh, that's more like it. Uh, Actually, I should be able to test this one in studio. Ah, I keep forgetting to switch OBS over to the right window. I guess that doesn't need to be there. Okay, the fact it made the entire character disappear is not the best sign. What the hell happened there? Does the player still exist? Yeah, the player is clearly teleporting all over the place. Uh, why on earth is that happening? I guess if I delete the joints. No, lerp, that's not what lerp does. Lerp is, like lerp doesn't change the initial C frame, it creates a new C frame that's based on those two values, I think. We'll find out. Yeah, see, now it's only breaking the arms. So that all that means is my math is wrong somewhere. And sup. It was nice back when I had arms, wasn't it? Okay, so where have I gone wrong here? So what I'm doing is I'm getting the torso, the C-frame of the torso, and I'm shifting it off to the side, and then I'm moving it towards the C-frame of the note. Okay, for now, let's get rid of those. Okay, that part's working. So the part that moves it towards the note is wrong. What is wrong with that? Why is that wrong? Oh, it's because that needs to have brackets around it. I think. Oh, look! Obviously, that's not properly animated yet, but for the sake of it moving... Oh, what happens there? Oh, that's fine. Look at that quality animating. Oh yeah, I could just leave it at this and it would already be done. I will do a public test soon. When soon is, I do not know. We'll see. Okay, so now I need to make it point towards that. I can't remember how you do that. Oh, I remember how you do it. So you have a positional C-frame, and then you have a... Okay, so we use that to determine the position. Oh, this is going to involve a lot of... Oh, I just realised pointing towards isn't actually as simple as I think it is because the front of an arm isn't the front of the, like, where it points to. But, oh, for the sake of doing it, let's do that. Do that. Yeah, I'm doing what I just did is the same as using look at. It's just less lines of code. Okay, so you see how, like, the front of the arm is pointing at it. Like, don't forget the front of the arm isn't what actually points. Like, the front of the arm is if you're standing still. So I need to add a rotation to it to account for that. However, I call that progress. So we need... I'm just going to try that and see what happens. Nothing noticeable. I'm going to try that and see what happens. Yeah, the thing with doing angles and C-frames is rather than knowing what you're doing, guessing is much easier. Let's try that. Okay. None of them is right. That means I've gone wrong somewhere. Great. I need a way of knowing what side of that the front is. If I just add a attachment. I should do it. And then we want constraint details. Oh, can I not see constraint details in test mode? I can. Slightly annoying thing is from this camera angle I can't tell if it's right or not. Well, I can't do free cam because it's studio. Hmm. I hate rotating C-frames. Right, I do C-frame.angles rather than... Let's try that. Nope. Try that. Ooh, that looks promising. Oh yeah, look at that quality piano playing. It's not exactly amazing yet, but it's doing the basic thing I wanted it to do. Okay, so I guess next, if we shift the torso a bit so it's leaning forward. So if we do... That was the wrong direction. Okay, for the sake of testing it, I count that as a win. And then if we go into Roblox, And if we go like this. That's a bad example because it's only ever gonna... I mean, it looks okay as a very vague proof of concept. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Ode to Joy is Ode to Joy is past copyright, right? Yeah. Just checking. It definitely needs to move around more though. And I think my code for just splitting the piano in half is not the right way to do it either. Okay. So I guess if I come up with some method of changing where the center point is. So like, right now the center point is the middle of the piano. Yeah, because obviously the difference is this is acting as if like every finger is an individual arm movement. I'm thinking if I make it so um, it averages the last few notes to figure out where the middle point of them is, and then it uses that to have two-handed movement, but like shift the two-handed movement to where the two-handed movement needs to be. Yeah, that seems like a really convoluted solution though. There's got to be an easy way of doing it. Okay, so that needs to be, if we change that to a non-value, and then for now we just... Okay, and then we could also make it so like, if you're playing notes really far to the side, it tilts the torso. Oh, hey again, Jake. Um, Question is, how do I change a running average like that? Okay, for the sake of doing a really, really lazy test, what happens if I do... And then we make the midpoint like travel up and down. Wait, no. How do I make it relative to 27? Oh, I hate maths. Why do I program when I hate maths? It seems like a really stupid idea. Is that right? So like if you're doing 26, no, that'd be the wrong way around. With that, it would be, if it was 26, then it would be minus 1. If it was 28, it would be 1. Okay. Then let me change that as like a multiplier of 0.1. Okay, so that very quick code will make the midpoint shift up and down based on like the number of keys you press. In theory. And so now if we make the torso look at the current midpoint by doing, I don't know, by doing, how do I make it look at but only one direction? Okay, for now we'll get rid of that. Uh, that should work. That might work. Like basically the more low notes I play, it should slowly shift the torso towards the low notes. Ooh. That doesn't seem right. Expected identifier? Well, what? Oh, that was me just. Oops. I don't like, yeah, my hacky way of doing this is not great. Basically, like, the more you play a low note, the more it will shift towards the low notes. But obviously, that does not look at all reasonable. Okay, plan B. What if I make it so the torso moves smoothly? So if we do... we make the multiply for that way higher. Wait, no, how do I do... How do I do that? Why is nothing ever easy? Oh. I mean, I think rather than making it pivot, it should lean. Like, pivot a little bit and lean. Okay, so if I make it so it pivots based on... Hmm. Okay. I mean, that's a bit better. Okay, so now I just make it lean, which means multiplying the C frame by... Uh... Try that. That should be 0, so 28 would be... Well, that wasn't right. You know, sometimes stuff works first time, and sometimes your torso ends up doing a loop-the-loop. What did I do wrong there? Oh, I know what I did there. So that needs to be like that? Maybe. Also leaning in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, obviously I need to make it so the head's like attached to the body still. That's a slight oversight on my part. You can see what I'm going for though. Like it's not right, but you can see what I'm going for. I think it needs to be less pronounced than that as well. As much as I love how crazily animated it looks, I do think it needs to be less than that. Yeah, so see how like if I keep doing this, like both hands are now on the left side of the keyboard. Whereas if I start doing this, both hands are on that side of the keyboard. I guess it also needs to like up and down a little bit each time. So like um Um. That might work. The axis wrong on that, but same difference. It will be Z-axis. That's the wrong direction. And it should be more subtle. Is it going to become a regular thing where I end up having to go buy sausage rolls? Because I totally will. I mean, it's not bad. Oh, hey, Bear, then it's been a while. Okay, let's try that with actual camera angles. Roblox. What MIDI files do I have that are not copyrighted? Not many. I could make the legs move and the pedals are down, but obviously they're never realistically going to reach them. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I haven't actually animated the physical pedals to move yet. That is on my to-do list. I mean, as a vague proof of concept, it's not terrible. Yes, but not with keyboard. So like, if I have my actual piano, which is on the other side of my room, then yes, there is full velocity. Although it's not technically real velocity, like velocity just influences volume. Real velocity does more than just the volume, but I haven't made the sound files for that yet. because with keyboard, like I've got actual velocity, like I can do anything from 0 to 127, but with keyboard there's no sensible way of inputting that. So I will make it so there's like, if you hold a key it will do more velocity, but I haven't gone that far yet. But I've got the actual stuff so I can do proper velocity. I didn't explain that very well, but maybe you get it. I just realised I need to make the reflect. Oh god. Oh god. I just realised such a big oversight. I needed to make the reflection version of the dummy animated as well. I've already made one, and it's not QWERTY to MIDI. It's a better one. It does it in an entirely different way that works way cooler. But I'm not going to go into too many details. It's what I'm using right now, in fact. Hang on. If I turn it off. Have I got a good way of streaming this? If I add a window capture and we connect to this. Yeah, look at my amazing MIDI player. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And if we, for example, go like this, and then we go like this. Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. Work in progress, but yeah, my one doesn't explicitly press QWERTY keys. It does something different, which only works for this game, but it means it can have full velocity from 0 to 127, among other things. I would show you the cooler stuff it can do, but I can't. I don't have any good MIDI files that are copyright. I guess William Tell Overture is probably a good one. Hang on. William Tell is probably a good example. Here you go to that. Yeah, honestly, the only reason I'm not telling you the cool way that it works is I don't want other games to use it before this one's even released. Like, as soon as this game's done, I will release it open source so anyone can use it. But I don't want them to use it before this game's even done, if you get what I mean. But yeah, once this game's done, it will be open source, because like most people don't really want to run exe files given by random strangers on the internet, so having people being able to compile it themselves is ideal. But yeah, it's really simple as well. It just does something in a very different way. Yeah, I'm being intentionally vague, I'm afraid. I will tell you exactly how it works as soon as the game's out. But yeah, the only thing so far is this game itself is struggling when it has lots and lots and lots of notes, but I need to work on optimizing it a bit for that, that's all. Yeah, as a vague proof of concept, I'm quite happy with how these arms work. Oh yeah, you're welcome to add it. Again, it's only just I don't want people doing it until the game's out, because like it was a really cool idea, and I don't want everyone using it before that. Um, so I fixed the buzz. I fixed the popping. I have not fixed the buzzing. Like there's a few keys. Okay, it now sounds fine, but sometimes it will buzz on like these two keys. But I fixed the popping. What sound font am I set to? I am set to. Yeah, I'm currently on ZDoc. If I change it to extras grand, it'll probably have the buzzing again. Or at least some of the buzzing. I fixed some of it. Hang on. Yeah. Although, sorry if I'm like coughing a lot. I just had like fish and chips, and oily foods make people cough a lot. I'm just saying. Very nice fish and chips though. Yeah, is yours written in Python? Ooh, even better. I wrote mine in Python purely because people tend to trust Python stuff from the internet more for some stupid reason. I don't know why. But I may change it to something else because doing it in Python has meant there's a little bit more delay than it probably would have been if I did it in I probably would have used C# because I can have a nice UI. But yeah. I am no good at keyboard pianoing. I'm no good at actual pianoing anymore either, but not the point. I mean, this isn't bad. I like the fact that it will slowly tilt the more you like. If I like type lots of low keys, it will tilt that way, and if I do lots of high keys, it will tilt that way. But I'm not sure the other arm's not going. But yeah, now I think I'm gonna leave it here for today, and then I'll have a think about other ways of animating the arms. Although I will probably work on something else now. I'm not sure what. Could work on making the room nicer. I could work on coding the many things that are on my to-do list of code still. Have I got any other past copyright MIDI files? Oh, I have in the Hall of Mountain King. I should be shifting the midpoint down more, but oh well. See you, Jake. I don't know, cause like it's not bad having it animated like this. I definitely prefer this to having no animation at all. But I feel like it's going to need a lot more maths involved in figuring out exactly where to move the hands and when to move the hands. And I probably want to do stuff where like the head looks down as well. Or maybe like make the head always look at the music stand. That could be a good touch. Hmm. Well, yeah. It's more The problem isn't implementing it. Implementing it's easy. The problem is like coming up with a good idea on how to implement it, which is probably why I'm not going to work on it more today. I'm just going to leave it in the back of my head until I have a cool idea on how to make it better. Like, as a basic proof of concept, it's not bad. I'm wondering if it's worth animating the reflection version, because you can barely see it. Because like if I go like this, you can see it there more. I don't know, I might make it optional, so just a setting for it. Because it's only... I... I'm going to quickly see how much effort it is to animate the reflected version. So we need to make it so the reflected version actually exists. So the question is, do I do the math again and make it look at the reflected piano and move the stuff towards it? Or do I... or do I know where the reflection is? Yeah, essentially the other option is copy it and turn it upside down. But well, it's not the same as turning it upside down, because then the arms would be the wrong way around. Oh, then the arms would be the wrong way around. Ah, I hate maths. Um, I wouldn't do it with C-frame change. That's a lot more lag than it needs to be for this. I would probably just have a second copy of this code. Um, um, okay, so if I do... that, and then... How do I figure out where the reflection plane is? I do the distance between the humanoid root parts and divide it by 2. Uh, okay, new plan. If I just take the code from these, how do I access install plugins? Oh, they've Roblox changed where plugins are located. I can't be asked to deal with that. 217. Okay, if I take these. Okay, that's what we need. What does this do? Why does it get mirror access? Okay, if I add a module in let's do this. Wait, what? Oh. Uh, okay, so if we get rid of that, and that. That should do it. So we want Let's get the axis still. How does the axis work? Okay, so if I do I need the axis. So we want the C-frame of the torso. Oh yeah. So we want the position that's halfway between both torsos. So that would be can you lerp vector freeze in Roblox? Yes, you can. And then we want the normal to be okay. Okay, that should do it. Then we put in that and that. Okay. It's not moving at all, is it? It's not moving at all. Okay. Why isn't it moving at all? Oh, because I never moved it into there. That's why. That clearly isn't quite right. What have I done there? I mean, the fact it's alternating between them is interesting. Oh, I know what I did. There we go. Can't tell if that's right or not. That seems right. And then we want that. Yeah, I think that's right. See what I'm doing. That seems right. Okay. And now if we make the reflection a bit brighter for the sake of it. The hell? That never used to happen. Hmm. Oh, I'll fix that later. Then we... That's not good. Yeah, it seems right. The meshes are still a bit off, but there's nothing I can easily do about that. I'd call that done enough for the sake of now. I think I'll call 90 minutes a good stream length. I would do a bit of building to make an actual nice room, but that's meant to be X's job, not mine. So that's a him problem. Okay. Well, I will leave it there for now then, and call that a reasonable amount of progress. I will see you guys around. Maybe another stream tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. Well, hasta la bye bye.